is summer, but it isn't summer really. باش ندير شي حاجه حرام، باش ندير شي حاجه ماشي مزيانه، باش ندير شي حاجه اللي خايبه، بغيت غير افتقار. I've been living in Germany for about 8 years now. And before I lived in Germany, this is a little lore about me, is before I lived in Germany, I lived in Sweden. And before that, I lived in Thailand and in India. And one of the reasons that made me kind of want to go closer back to my home, which is Morocco, is the fact that like one of the scenarios اللي كنعيش فيه all the time that I'm really scared of, that is living in my head rent free, is what if something happens? Living in Asia, if something happens, it's like 1 to 2 business days باش توصل. Sachant que living in Europe, you're like, okay, it's at least it's a little closer and everything. And the worst happened, or not the worst, alhamdulillah, but I got a call similarly fast that Baba was in the hospital. And alhamdulillah, he's out of the hospital, he's feeling better, but I have to go to see with my own eyes. I don't trust my parents, to be honest. They never say when something is wrong. They always hide, or they say after the fact.
In the area, we're simply splashing on the surface in comparison to my friend Pat, who next few hours and take me to 3 really interesting places that he promises that
I've been obsessed with this color lately. Like, it's like a bronze. This is the one that I'm using, and it blends really nice. I mean, I was one of the 10 million people that watched the video of the girl that talked about her silver nail polish. So I found a silver nail polish and I tried it on and I liked it. But I have to say, I think this is a lot better for my skin tone. Now, I still have some time in my lunch break, so I might eat something. And then I have a bunch of meetings this afternoon, so work. And normally I will go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at 6, but let's see, because my ankle was really hurting this weekend, and if I go, I'm afraid it's gonna get worse, but it's feeling a lot better today. So I mean, I say let's see, but I'm already wearing my sports bra, so I'm going. Who am I kidding? Okay, I'm ready for BJJ. I'm talking to this lady. Hello. Okay. I need to pack my stuff and then ready to go. I think I'm gonna be late, but I'm not gonna take this camera with me, but I'm gonna take my phone. It's gonna be enough. See you.
Attention please, Mr. Jaden P2 Romano is requested to proceed to immigration desk interview. Mr. Jaden P2 Romano, please.
It's airport day. I did not vlog since Monday, I think, and life has been a little drama. But I'm already in Frankfurt for my flight home. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the international airport is really empty. And a lot of stores are closed. Is that a sign of recession? Maybe it is. Okay, somebody's sitting next to me and I feel really self-conscious. I'm trying not to. I need to speak my feelings because I don't know. I'm a little looking forward to go home and see my family. But if you're a younger child or firstborn daughter, you know how stressful going home, especially if you only go home once a year. You have a lot to do, a lot of responsibilities. I'm a little stressed is a smart word to kind of describe it. I'm looking forward, but I'm also not looking forward. It's such a weird feeling. And I was talking about this with my best friend yesterday. I need to rebrand my experience with home because every time I go home, it's not a fun journey.
ونتهلا بقيمتي الغربة كي وعلى الغربة الغربة كي صعيبة الغربة شعل وانا بطاي على دوك لي بابي الغربة كي وعلى الغربة 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 كي صعيبة الغربة.
Hello, it is the next day. So I can't put you anywhere because I'm driving, and I'm driving really slow, so don't drive like this. Don't follow my example. But yesterday was hella exhausting. I got home really I think about 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and then I was catching up with my mom, and yeah, then I really needed to just take the morning slow. And now I'm driving to where my dad lives, which is in the countryside. So I'm gonna try to take some snippets and show you a little bit of the situation, because some parts are really pretty, and this is like Maghreb, not Morocco, but Maghreb, deep in. So yeah, I've been driving for the last 2.5 hours. I'm almost there. I think I was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think I have only 15 minutes left. So yeah, and part of the way is really nice, but I couldn't drive, or I couldn't show you because I have to pay attention. Don't drive into this. Don't follow my example, since there's a lot of turns, and especially very, very steep turns. So yeah, but it feels good to drive again. I have some thoughts that I need to process. I feel like when your life, especially home life, is, for me, my home life is linked to Morocco, and it's also linked to a lot of drama and a lot of negative behavior. So I've always associated that with the country, and that made it really difficult for me to have a good relationship with my culture. Not that I don't like the culture. I think Morocco is a beautiful country. The food is amazing. The people are really nice. I am Moroccan. I'm born here. I'm talking about this it's third person, but I love this country, but I can't like it because a lot of the things that I've been through are so deeply ingrained with the culture. A lot of the misogyny, a lot of the negative upbringing parts that I had, the double standard, the harassment, a lot of the things I can't separate. That every time I have a conversation about Morocco with my friends that are also Moroccans, wait, I said I'm نهضر بالعربية and then I switched to English. I don't know what happened, but la façon اللي كبرت بيها tellement la culture ديال المغرب والتقاليد ديال المغرب were used as an excuse باش ما نديرش ولا باش ما ديريش. لا حنا ما عندناش البنات اللي كيديروا بحال هكا، لا حنا عندنا ما عندناش البنات اللي كيلبسوا بحال هكا، لا حنا عندنا هذاك الاكستنت كامل. هادشي كامل ميديت كو عندي واحد العلاقه كومبليكي مع المغرب. اشاك فوا كنهضر على المغرب مع my best friends, I think about the culture critically. تنبقى نفكر وكنقول علاش what is the problem like where is the disconnect فين كاين عندي المشكل فين كاين عندي ماشي النقص ولكن فين كاين عندي لا بارتي اللي ما تتكليكيش باسكو it's not a matter of واش I like the culture ولا I don't like the culture باسكو عندنا بزاف ديال هذاك الكولتور ديال المغرب غش عندنا بزاف عندنا واحد التراث وعندنا واحد like زعما واحد it's so rich ولكن I can't see it باسكو I only كبرت اللي حنا ما عندناش اللي حنا ما تنديروش اللي حنا ما تنفعلوش راه ما نخش فيه كاميو سيتي واحد لونفيرونمون واحد الدوامه اللي كنت بغيت غير نخرج منها بغيت غير نسافر بغيت غير نمشي بغيت غير نبعد باش نشوف شكون انا شنو بغيت ندير ماشي باش ندير شي حاجه حرام باش ندير شي حاجه ماشي مزيانه باش ندير شي حاجه اللي خايبه بغيت غير ابتكار بغيت نكون بوحدي ونفكر وندير داكشي اللي بغيت ويقول لي راسي في نفس لو كادر كتشوف لا فاصون باش كنكبروا حنايا البنات وباش كيكبروا الدراري تلمون الدراري عندهم تلمون ديك لا ليبرتي زايده لا ليبرتي تيديروا كاع داكشي اللي بغاو كو تيخرجوا لها طول وعرض يا اما تيرجعوا يا اما ما تيرجعوش البنات بغينا غير نحسوا عادي غنبدا مكينه بغينا غير نحسوا بالحريه ديال I am my own person I can do what I want I don't have to check with a bajillion people باش يقول لي تقدري ديري حيت هكا كبرت واش انا نقدر راه it's so complex and عرفتي واحد البوليسينغ واحد نقول لك شنو دير وسميتو لايك لواحد الدرجه فريمون لايك ماشي ما غنقولش كرهت المغرب واحد الوقيته but it's difficile. Coming to Morocco is so triggering. It's so hard. And it's like واحد الوند واحد الجرحة اللي كتبقى تحل à chaque fois every single time تتحل وتجي وتدار عليها الملحة وكتحرق and then تنعاود نمشي وتتكالما and then تنعاود نرجع وكتحل and I feel like كل مرة تنرجع the wound is deeper and deeper. C'est très rare as well باش نتلاقى مع الناس that have such a complicated relationship with their home country as well as like family وداكشي كامل. عرفتي فاش كنتلاقى مع الناس اللي كيقولوا لي I've been to Morocco this blah 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 this culture this part of the culture and I'm like yeah I don't know what you're talking about but yeah sure and it's just so complicated انا قربت so خصني نبدا نجمع دموعي but yeah so عرفتي and entre parenthèses as well like the fact that I'm trying to reconcile this new person that I am after years of therapy with the little girl and I know that she would be like super proud. She'd be like, oh my god, we did all of this, oh my god, we left, oh my god. And this is not to say I had an abusive childhood or whatever somehow like what happened in my head versus the environment versus the countries it's a lot of society stuff it's a lot of it's not just family stuff but it makes it so and the more I do therapy the more I'm like I'm so happy that I honored myself in whatever way even if for some people it was running away or whatever. Wow. Home, it's a loaded word, especially being an immigrant. Is home my home country, my origins, or where I chose to be? The scariest thing is to lose the links that I have with my family, but also with my loved ones. But how can I make sure that I'm building a life for myself without leaving them behind? Not physically, but emotionally. One thing I got from this trip is to be as present as I can in whatever way I can. A 5-minute phone call, a heart on a shared link, a quick text, a laughing emoji to a TikTok, anything to keep that bond alive. Time is all we have until we don't. And every time I go back home, I realize how much has changed, how much time has passed. Everything is the same, yet it will not last forever. And there will be a time where everything will be different. I want to build a bond with my country, not because I have to, but because I want to. Because at this very moment, the only reason I have to go back is my family. And while I know there is so much more to be enjoyed and so much more to be rekindled, home is where I chose to be. But it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy the moments I have with my family. Okay, after driving back for I think 3 hours back home, my flight was the next day, and my mom asked me before leaving what would I want to eat. And as I'm recording this, I realized that I'm saying home, and home is really complicated. But I guess I could see it from a lucky perspective that I have 3 homes. And I have a home in multiple places. But yes, I had a little bit of بطاطا والزيتون, and then as a dessert I had some raibi, which is staple in Maghreb. Like if you go to Morocco, you have to get raibi. And then I also got some Krispy Kreme on the way, and it was pretty good paired up with raibi, because I'm not a merendina fan. Don't come for me, but merendina, no. Of course, I had to go to hammam. I had to take care of myself, and I had to get my eyebrows threaded. And then after very well relaxing hammam, we had some very nice fried fish. And one of the things I really miss about home is the fact that there are so many easy rituals, so many things that you can do that just become part of every day, and it just comes more naturally. Of course, sharing meals with strangers is different than sharing a meal with your family. Eating alone, food doesn't taste that great unless it's shared. So it's pretty nice experience, and I'm very lucky that I got to have the time and the opportunity to share food and time with my parents and enjoy a very well deserved self-care break before flying back to my home where my babies are. So yeah. Hello, it's my last day. I'm not really leaving in like 4 hours. or my flight actually is in 5 or 6 hours, but I have to be at the airport really early. And I know I didn't really speak a lot in this vlog, but my mom is downstairs doing some things, and for a little bit I'm alone, and I'm doing something fun or interesting. This is some watermelon from the village. I bought, like, the watermelon was like 16 kilos. 16 kilo. Like, it was so massive. It was a workout to bring it all the way upstairs. But it's so nice and juicy, and it's so sweet. It was a very tough week, and it was a very emotional week. I had a lot of emotions to deal with, but also I felt a lot of things, and it's really hard to make a choice of moving abroad and living abroad, coming back and seeing things with new perspective. I feel like it's a choice that gets questioned every single time, and every single time the easy and obvious answer is maybe I can go back home, but the hard one is I want to build a life for myself elsewhere. And to have to deal with the fallouts and to have to deal with the feelings around that you've prioritized the life for yourself over whatever other alternative universe you would have been in. And that's how I feel. That's how I felt this whole 4 days that I've been here, and this is how I'm gonna feel for the next few weeks.